Hey guys, Eddie in here, and it's been a while, but summer's kicking up, and I'm coming back, and we're gonna be continuing the backyard project series with some really cool new projects. So as you can see, this entropic farm is doing really well, super healthy and thriving. So we're not gonna be really focusing on this section very much. I mean, of course, I'll probably be showing you some of the stuff going on in here, regular updates, but we're actually going to be focusing on all the land over here. First of all, I realized that instead of doing a papaya farm right here, we could actually do a second syntropic farm with 2 rows. You can see I've already begun to start those rows. We got sugarcane and bananas starting off that first one, and some bananas over here, and I don't know why there's just one in the middle, but they're gonna come down here. But then I realized we have all this space right here, this giant chicken cage that's being filled up with junk. Back there is too dense to really do anything, but here we're probably not gonna have chickens, and we have this giant space and we need to use it. So I've been thinking, like, what should we use it for?
Fish. Fish are a sustainable form of protein. And in our case, we use tilapia because they're fast growing and they actually self-control their populations in a tank. So it's never too full, plus they are delicious if you grow them correctly. They've got a bad reputation, and I really want to work towards helping clear that up because, guys, it's something that we could all be doing at our homes. We don't want to rely on the big markets and the big box stores and things of that nature. We want to know where our food source is coming from.
So out of the blue, YouTube recommended me this amazing video on aquaponics, and I just got so inspired. I realized, we have to build this. This is amazing that you can grow this many fish in such a small amount of space, and we have enough space to grow quite a few fish, but also, have this farm cleaning out the water and working together, growing these 2 crops in one small area. So, of course, I started drawing up some plans, figuring out how we were going to do this, and started getting some materials together.
Really good surface for the bacteria to grow. The nitrates and the nitrites in the fish poop get broken down by bacteria. The bacteria makes their little colonies within your substrate. The substrate then makes that food for the plants. The plants, in return, use their roots to clean out all of the hard and solid waste from the fish waste. It goes through your entire system and gets put right back into the fish tank, fresh and clean. As the water makes its way through the first grow bed, it then comes out into the second grow bed. The plants are actually feeding off of just the fish waste. The nitrogen gets broken down, which is what the plants are actually eating.
At first I thought, why not, put a tarp in this quail cage, put a pond liner in here, and we'll use this as our tank, and we could probably raise like 20 fish in here or something, and hook it up to some other growing patches. But then, of course, I looked at this giant chicken cage and realized, hey, we could actually turn this thing into a massive above ground tank, like a gigantic pond, and literally grow thousands of tilapias, probably some giant fish, and then we could use stuff like this for the different growing beds. And basically the way it's gonna work, yes, we are actually gonna do this. What we're gonna have is half of this is going to be a tank. Well, a little bit more than half. So the first 57 inches of this, all this gigantic space up to that little thing right there is going to be the tank. Right here on the other side, obviously I'm not going to do the whole tank. That would the whole cage, that would just be too many gallons of water to be supported by this little thing. We're gonna put a deck, build a nice deck so we can actually stand up here, pick the fruits and whatever over there, and come down here and catch the fish out with a net or probably a fishing pole, because it's literally gonna be that big. Then in this front section we have right here, we'll probably put that and put some other tanks, and those will be the growing beds. What'll happen is a little spigot will come out right here using gravity to push the water out. It'll flow down into those big tanks, which will be filled up with a bunch of different types of rocks and, of course, plants. And basically what'll happen, which is so cool, is the fish will poop and pee in there and mess up the water, but then it'll come out and pour into the plants, and the plants will take all those nutrients from the bacteria up into their roots, and it'll grow them without using any soil. It'll just take the water, grow them, and in turn it will purify the water just like a filter, and the rocks will help do that a little bit. And it'll probably take a chain, go around, and then we'll pump the water back in through a very powerful pump somewhere at the top. Basically, this way I'll be able to have a massive fish farm and a garden pretty much in this little small section that wouldn't be used for anything besides storing junk, such as all this wood, which is what we're going to use to build the supports and reinforce this place and build all the boxes and stuff. So it's going to be super cool, and I'm super excited because, you know, we're basically going to be able to live off of this land, probably not from just the vegetables, but the fish will be enough to be eating for a while, because tilapia grow very quickly and very large. So anyways, take one last look at this ugly cage, because it's going to turn into a pond.